عندك meeting setting
اديله بقى التكنز بقى.
خلاص. طب عندك meeting setting
Okay, guys,
ايه ده؟
I'm back. Okay, guys, here let's back to our point. So once we say, hey guys, what the origin of the metamorphic rock? So we said that the metamorphic rock is originated from any other type of rock, as we said. That means the igneous rock, sediment rock, or even an old metamorphic rock, once it goes under heat and pressure, it could change to be a metamorphic rock. So what would happen once this different types of rocks goes under heat and pressure? Actually, they may change their structure, their composition, or their texture. So they will be a new kind of rock. So we call it a new metamorphic rock. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Is it clear? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. So here then we said that a rock texture or the mineral composition can change when its surrounding changes. That means already under heat and pressure, that means as the environment that's already surround the rock changes. Okay, so here we could find there are some minerals could dissolve, others not. Some minerals could break down, okay, and some not. Okay, so like that may cause that the change of the composition of the mineral change and become a new rock, or even if the composition is still the same, may the size of crystals or the size of grains change, so it could be smooth or rough or like that. So that also will be another type of a rock, because we know that rocks could be classified regarding to their composition or texture. Do you remember this, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So like this, we agree that any rock that will be under heat and pressure, it will pass by metamorphism process. What is metamorphism? It means changing. Changing in what? It could be change in texture, composition, or structure, or even change in all of them. Okay, guys?
مثلا ممكن change in color برضه ولا؟
What?
هو يعني كان
Could
the
be
color
changing
change.
color. Yeah, maybe, because as we know, if the composition is changed, that means the combination of minerals which are found inside the rock will change. So of course that may cause a change in color, but it's not a must, because you know that many minerals have the same color. So even maybe after the change of minerals in a rock, they lead to the same color. Okay, but it could be changing color. You good idea?
Yes. Okay.
So no one ever, okay, in exam, when we say metamorphism, it means it changes in someone say color, because it's not a must. It may happen, but it's not a must. But what is the must? It could be changed in texture, composition, or structure. Okay, guys? Is it clear, guys?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So here, like that, okay, we know what this, then we said that. We ask that this kind of metamorphism, or the process of metamorphism, the changing of a rock to a metamorphic rock, whatever this rock is, it could happen by two ways. We have two types of metamorphism. Something we could contact metamorphism, and the other one we call it regional metamorphism. So let's find what the difference between them. So contact metamorphism, it's in the word contact, that means touch, okay, that means somehow in contact. So what happens actually? We said that, look with me carefully here, guys. Here, as we can see, you can see the magma find its way through this crack in the rocks. You find this, guys? So who can tell me what magma is? What is magma?
Molten rocks.
Molten rocks, it's good. So these molten rocks, of course, they are heavy, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, so they are heavy and they are very hot, okay? They could reach about thousands of degrees Celsius. So this high temperature and this high mass or high weight, it could apply pressure, okay, on the rocks that surround. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So here, as we can see, the rocks which are already in direct contact with magma, that means this which already in dark gray. Do you find this, guys?
Yes.
These rocks, they already in
Yes.
direct contact with magma. So as they are in direct contact with magma, That means the high temperature of magma and the high weight of magma will apply high pressure on these rocks. So now these rocks are in extremely pressure and temperature, so they will change to be a metamorphic rock. So here we call this a contact metamorphism. We call this a contact metamorphism. Why we call it contact metamorphism? That's because of the direct interaction or the direct effect of direct effect of the temperature and pressure of the magma on the rock. That means the rock is already in contact with magma. Okay, guys?
Mister, can you repeat it?
Again, we see that here. Look with me carefully. Magma already passes within a crack, or they find their way within the layers of the rocks under the ground. As it moves like this, magma is a molten rock, so it has a very high mass. It's heavy, yes or no?
Yes.
So it apply a kind of pressure on the rocks that surround it, and in the same time it's extremely hot, so it's apply kind of to high temperature on the rocks that surround it. So like this, these rocks which in contact with the magma will be under extremely temperature and pressure, so they will be changed into metamorphic rock. We call this kind of change a contact metamorphism. Why contact? Because already they are in touch with the magma. A good idea?
Yes.
Yeah, so here we find in contact metamorphism, rocks which already found beside the magma, they are gonna change or they are gonna pass through metamorphism process due to extremely temperature and pressure. And of course, the kind of a change that will happen in that rock will be a huge change, or that means the texture, the composition, and everything will change. That means the rock will completely change into another type of rock. You get this, guys? Yeah, so that is the first type of composition, as we said, three. So we call this contact metamorphism. So contact metamorphism, when magma pass through the crust, the magma heats the surrounding rock and change it. Some minerals in the surrounding rock are changed into other minerals by this increase in temperature, and the greatest change occur where magma comes into direct contact with the surrounding rock. That means the rocks which is already in touch with magma, they are the most rocks that will have a great change because they already under extreme temperature and pressure, which cause a change in texture, composition, and structure. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Now we pass to the other type of metamorphism, which is regional metamorphism. I need you to imagine if you are riding your car with your father and you are sitting in the back seat with your brother. So you are two in the back seat. So you are everyone take enough space to sit down and you feel comfort. Imagine that one of your friends come and sit in the middle between you and your brother. What will happen? You will gonna find that the space is not enough. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, each one will have less space. What about if there is another friend come and sit between you?
Less space.
Less space, and you feel that you are somehow, yeah, you feel that they are already pressing on you. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, and if there is a third one, so actually you are gonna stick to the window of the car. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, and in that case you are gonna feel that you are under pressure. Yes or no? So once you are under this pressure, you may feel that's become hot, so you try to take off your jacket or something like this, okay, because you are too much in this small space. The same happened in the case of regional metamorphism. What's happened in the case of regional metamorphism? As magma already passed in that crack, as we said, and it caused the rocks here that surrounded to pass by contact metamorphism and change into metamorphic rock. This magma looked like the one who sit between you and your brother. It's extra space is taken, yes or no? So they apply kind of pressure in the surroundings, yes or no? They press in the two sides. You get the idea? Do you get the idea, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that means this rocks which are already in that region, okay, they will be under more pressure than normal because something is added in the middle here. So they will have more pressure than usual. This pressure could cause these rocks to change into another type of rock, okay? In that case, okay, we call this regional metamorphism. So the regional metamorphism, it's kind of metamorphism that happen because of the effect of the pressure of the magma on the rocks in the region which it passes through. You get the idea, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
So my question is now, okay, which kind of metamorphism or which one has the greatest change? Contact metamorphism or regional metamorphism? That means
Contact.
that, yeah, brilliant.
Contact.
Okay. Contact metamorphism, because contact metamorphism, the rocks will be in direct contact with magma, so they will change due to the high pressure and temperature. But the regional metamorphism rocks, which somehow a little far from magma, they are not in direct contact, they will suffer from high pressure, but not high much, high as the rocks which are in contact. And also they will not suffer from high temperature like these rocks, so they will change, but the kind of change will not that great like the rocks in contact metamorphism. So that means in regional metamorphism, we may find just a change in texture only or change in structure, but the composition may still the same. So here the amount of changes that happen in contact metamorphism is greater and obvious more than in regional metamorphism. So here we find that regional metamorphism occurs that when pressure builds up in the rocks that are per deep low, okay, on the low other rocks formations, or when large pieces of the Earth's crust, okay, collide with each other, okay. That means sometimes due to the movement of the tectonic plates, kind of collision happens between these huge pieces of rocks or these huge formations, and that lead to a lot of force that create a lot of pressure that could change the rock to change into a new metamorphic rock, okay. Here we said that the increased pressure and temperature, they will cause this, okay, or they will cause the rocks in this region to change into a new metamorphic rock. Any hard question regarding to this part, guys?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Anyone can't understand this part?
No.
No, Mister, thank you.
Is it clear? Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the part which we're gonna stop at. So we just have a very simple idea in our today's lesson. We just need to know what is metamorphic rock, what the origin of the metamorphic rock, and the two types of metamorphism that happens. Okay, what difference between contact metamorphism and regional metamorphism. Please study this part very well from your textbook. Okay, and if you have any question or something is not clear, you can, okay, ask next time, inshallah. So do you have any question, guys?
Mister, do you have homework?
Today is not, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you guys and goodbye.
Bye.